Hi there, this video is sponsored by Shipping6, a like-minded crew of PLC software engineers who are bringing modern practices to automation. More on that later. So you have a PLC running TwinCAT 4024 and you want to upgrade it to the new shiny 4026. Chances that you might have seen this window when you've tried to upgrade the PLC to 4026. It's a window that basically says that you need to remove all traces of 4024 before upgrading to 4026. But how do we do this? The internet has tried to find out the answer, but there are more suggestions on how to do this than I have fingers and toes to count with. Beckhoff have been fairly quiet about this. There simply seems to be no official way to get past this barrier. At least until now. Let's upgrade a 4024 PLC to 4026 together. Hello everyone! So, time for another video. In my last video, I explained to you how you could install 4026 on a PLC and to show that you can actually run 4026 code on a 4026 runtime. One of the problems with that video was that I was not able to show you how to upgrade an existing 4024 XAR to a 4026 XAR. The reason I couldn't do that was because I had a nightmare in that video. It was really horrible. I couldn't get rid of the old 4024. The new 4026 installer, the package manager constantly said, 9, I'm not gonna allow you to install 4026 because you already have 4024 installed. And what I ended up doing was messing around with the registry, deleting files manually, and most importantly, swearing a lot. Not in the video, outside of the video, I was swearing a lot and thinking, why doesn't Beckhoff provide proper instructions of how to do this? And I got a message from Beckhoff. Surprise. That says that, yeah, but we do give these instructions. It's just that we've, for some reason, hidden them away from everyone. We haven't published them publicly. You have to ask us. So, which doesn't make any sense for me. I mean, that assumes that people even know to ask. I mean, I would just assume that if 4026 is released, just put the manual out there. And that's what I have here. I got in the manual from Beckhoff. I'm gonna show you how to upgrade 4024 to 4026. So making a migration from 4024 to 4026 using this manual. It's the first time for me, so it's gonna be learn as we go. Hopefully this video is gonna be useful for someone if we manage to even do it. So I'm just gonna follow the manual here. One mention, I have a CX5240 PLC here with TwinCAT 402456 installed, so latest and greatest as of today. And I have a 4026 development environment installed here in the background. So I have, TC package here in the background installed. I'm just gonna follow the instructions. This is the prerequisites, what I just showed you. I'm gonna follow the instructions. So the migration from build 4024 to build 4026. The migration tool supports TwinCAT users to update their systems from a setup-based build 4024 to TwinCAT package manager build-based 4026. Woohoo! Exactly what we want. Steps to migrate. Download TwinCAT package manager from the Beckhoff website. I already done that. If you're completely new to this and have no idea what I'm talking about, please look at my previous TwinCAT 4026 videos. I have like 4 of them already that you can watch to get a super introduction into 4026. Open the command line with administrator rights. I have a command line with administrator rights right here. Super prepared. Change the directory which contains the TwinCAT package manager setup. Okay, but I already have the package manager. Open the TwinCAT package manager. Okay, I already installed the package manager. So I don't need to do this either. It's already done. And how to install the package manager, I also have videos about from before. Add the stable and testing feed. I've already done this as well. So I have both the stable and testing feed. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look at my previous videos. Stable feed and testing feeds are added here. Accept beta agreement, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I've done this. Configure Visual Studio integration. I've done this as well. So I have Visual Studio integrated here in this development environment. So the new XAE shell 64-bit. Confirm the pop-up. Okay, here's my first question. So here they're talking about upgrading 4024 to 4026. My understanding was that these instructions are for the XAR. And here, from what I'm reading, I get the impression that this is only for the XAE. Right? And for the XAE, I don't care. Because with XE, I decided, and just like Beckhoff said initially, that I'm gonna run this from a completely fresh machine, right? So I have literally this machine that you're looking at now is a virtual machine, completely fresh, with only 4026 installed. So I don't care about upgrading 4024 XAEs. And that was not what I needed. I need to upgrade an XAR, a PLC, while this seems to be for an XAE. And then this video is gonna be very short. Then I'm basically gonna say, okay, not possible. Please go back to my initial instructions, which is to get a fresh, clean operating system image and install 4026 on that. But I'm still gonna see whether we can follow these instructions for the XAR. Restart the command line with administrator rights. Okay. Install the TwinCAT XE migrate package. So I don't want to install it here. Right now, I'm just gonna assume, I don't know whether this is correct, but I'm gonna assume that I will be able to do this on the PLC, right? Because in my last video, what I did is that I downloaded all the packages related to the XAR and I installed those on the PLC using the package manager on the PLC, right? And that's what, I mean, that's what I have here. I have this USB stick. It's not mounted. I have a USB stick with all the packages for the XAR. It seems I need to additionally add this, but it's annoying because it explicitly talks about the XE. It's like an XE package. But I'm not gonna install it. I'm gonna download it, put it on the USB stick, and then try to install it on the PLC and see if that works. This is the only thing I can think of right now. Beckhoff explicitly said this, you can do this with the XAR. So, okay. Hint, if you want to install only release products, blah, blah, no, that's not interesting for us. So we have to download it. First of all, let's see if we can list it. So what is it called? TwinCAT. Does it exist in the migrate CLI? Okay, it exists, so that's good. So TC pick package, download, and then TwinCAT XE migrate CLI. Output is required, of course. So output, can I just add it to the root? Oops. Download, yes. It's downloading it. Oh, perfect. It's downloaded, and I have it on my C drive. I'm gonna go and get this USB stick I used in the last video. Be right back. Okay, USB stick inserted. So here I have the package manager and these packages I downloaded in the last video to the USB stick that we're gonna install on the PLC. I'm gonna take this migrate CLI thing, and put it here in my packages. And then I'm gonna take this USB stick and put it inside the PLC, and we'll continue from there. So here we go, and eject, and let's put it into the PLC. Be right back. Okay, it is inserted into the PLC, so let's fire up the file explorer. We should have the USB there, and there we got packages offline and all the packages. And now I will have to install the package manager again on the PLC. Again, this is a setup failed. Oh, TwinCAT 4024X or older must be uninstalled before installing the software. Ah, yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to... Okay, I'm not supposed to install the... But now I'm very confused. Wait, I have to use TC package on the PLC, right? Which it doesn't have. So I have to use TC package on the PLC. I'm very confused. I have to use TC package on the PLC to install the migration thing. But I can't install the package manager because I have 4024 installed. So I can't follow these instructions. I mean, obviously these instructions are not made for the XAR. This is gonna be a short video. Before we continue, a few words from our sponsor.
Hey, wanted to bring your attention to something really cool that Loop just put out. It is a digital twin showcase that features an example machine that's a 4-axis knife grinder. It was designed by our friends at Applied Motion Systems. And we used NVIDIA Omniverse, and we built an extension that talks to a Beckhoff CNC simulator that's running in real time. So if you've ever been curious about virtual production, how to use digital twins to do development and testing and validation, something I highly suggest you check out. We've open sourced all the components. If you want to know more, you can check us out at shippin6.team or look for us on the NVIDIA extension browser in Omniverse. Hope to see you there.
Okay, it actually says something here. If you're gonna install the package manager for migration, you have to add this additionally. So I guess this is what makes it not check 4024. Makes a lot of sense. So let's try. Let's try again. I'm gonna copy this That's at least what I thought, but no, I can't copy it. Does it have to be lowercase true? Ah, yes, yes, fantastic. Okay, so hopefully now I can install the package manager in a XAR on a PLC that already has 4024. Okay, Beckhoff TwinCAT package manager successfully completed installation. So do we have a package manager now? No, we don't. Do I need to reboot the computer? I don't know whether I need to reboot the PLC. Do I dare to take a guess and reboot it? Yeah, I'm feeling brave. I'm gonna reboot the PLC and then I'll try it again. Okay, PLC rebooted and the TC package is working. We have a TwinCAT package manager there. So I'll just continue from here, add the stable and testing feed. So again, this is for the development environment or for the XAR as well, actually. If you have access to the feeds, I don't. I'm running the same example as I did in the last video where I'm using a local feed. And that's what I'm gonna add here. So package manager, allow access. It wants to connect to the internet. That's why it wants access or to the network. But I'm not gonna allow it to download anything from outside of the PLC. I'm only gonna allow it to use the packages on the USB stick. Okay, I don't wanna add any of these. I wanna add a custom one. So let's get rid of that one. Custom feed, and we can call it local feed or whatever. And the URL is gonna be the USB stick. So we can, it's the E. Problem with, why doesn't the whole world just simply use Swedish character layout? That would make my life so much easier. So I'm gonna point it to this. Packages offline, next. And then I have added the USB stick as a local feed. And that's the only feed this PLC will have. No integration with Visual Studio whatsoever. This is a runtime, not a development environment. So finish. Your system already has an older version of TwinCAT installed. Please provide a clean system. Okay. So this is the problematic thing, right? I mean, this instruction is clearly not written for the XAR. Here they're now talking about configure Visual Studio integration and press finish button, confirm the pop-up. I'm gonna ignore this because this is obviously not for the XAR, only for the XAE. Please do not install any products. No, I haven't. Look, my hands are tied. It even showed this pop-up that we just got. I haven't done anything. Restart the command line with administrator rights. Okay, so I will close this one now. I have the command line with administrator rights, and I want to install this package. Okay, so I'm just going to do exactly like they tell me to. TC package install TwinCAT XAE migrate CLI. Please work. Please, please, please work. Okay, I want to install that package. Yes, I do. Installation of the migrate CLI finished successfully. Okay, it's just green text. I like that, and I like the word successfully. Restart the command line with administrator rights. So again, okay, I can do that on the PLC. Simulate the migration process to test it first. Okay, TC migrate CMD upgrade. Migrate. It should be migrate. Warning, this tool can harm the integrity of your local system, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I didn't have time to look at it, but it is doing its thing. But I'm just simulating it, right? So I will just get an output of whether it is working or not. Look here, it's actually talking about 4024 here and everything. Fantastic. Uninstalling software. Okay, so this is actually a tool that uninstalls everything and prepares the PLC, the development environment or the PLC, apparently, maybe, for 4026. That's amazing. Let's try this for real now. Upgrade, what if false? So let's do this for real now. Exciting. Now there's of course some problems. 2 missing upgrade packages rules. These projects will be removed and not upgraded. Beckhoff multi-user and multi-user get. Okay, no idea why, but I don't use these products, so I guess it's fine. Might be simply because this is not existing for 4026 yet. I don't know, maybe. Missing packages in configured TC package feeds. I don't know. I downloaded the XAR workload for 4026, like in the last video. So on this USB. I didn't select package by package. I literally said I want the XAR workload on the USB stick. So everything should be there for the XAR. So no idea. Yes, do you want to upgrade your TwinCAT system? Yes. So upgrade. Okay, so then I guess what it does now is that it's removing the 4024 stuff, all the drivers, everything that it needs to remove for the 4024, and then I guess it installs the 4026 XAR, or I don't know. I mean, it's not like it exactly explains what happens. I get the impression that someone at Beckhoff, a poor soul, was given the task to develop this tool, and the same person or another person wrote manuals for it. And then they're like, oh, Hanover is tomorrow. Get this out. We need to get this out now. Like, jetzt. That's what Germans would say. That's probably what happened. With that being said, I'm of course extremely grateful and extremely happy that this manual exists. Now it's uninstalling the Beckhoff driver package for 4024. Oh, there it did some stuff with the registry, which is what I was doing manually before in my previous video. So I'm happy to see that this thing does the things I did manually. I think that's a good sign, because I managed to get it to work doing it manually, so surely there must be a way to automate it. A reboot is required to finish the upgrade command. Okay, so is required to finish the upgrade command. Does it mean that the upgrade was working? Maybe. Let's try. Let's find out. Reboot, yes. Oops. Okay, after the reboot, it just continues. So there's a command prompt and... look, here are all the XAR packages I downloaded. So somehow it figured out that it's supposed to use these from the package source and install the XAR. And XAR only. Oh, look, here we go. Whoa! Ho! Good stuff happening. The planets are aligned. The sun is shining. Well, it's not shining, it's dark, but the planets are aligned, that's for sure. And Beckhoff gods are showing mercy so far. I don't know what's so extremely relaxing. I don't know why it is so relaxing to see a command prompt and lots of text, right? I mean, that's why I love to do installations in Linux, because no fancy graphical user interface there. You install a package and then you get all these messages happening, and it just feels like the computer is doing something, and you always feel a little like a hacker. Like, yeah, it just looks like you're busy working when the command prompt is moving. And, you know, if your boss comes around you and you can just say, oof, I'm working, look at this command prompt, look how everything is, there's stuff happening on my screen, you know, I'm busy. Okay, I can't use that anymore because I'm my own boss, but you get the point. Installation of TwinCAT standard XAR 40.6.5 finished successfully. Okay, and there I saw it. The workload of the XAR was installed successfully as well. I got some errors there. Oh, it's going too quickly. Something with the CNC export. Summary not installed. CNC export. I can't quite understand why I need the CNC export on an XAR. If any one of my viewers know why you need the CNC export on the XAR, because it has apparently existed, right, on 4024, because it wanted to upgrade it, but it couldn't. So if anyone knows why you need CNC export, please write a comment in the comments below. Everything else, so summary not installed, summary installation failed, so it's the CNC export. Don't know whether that's necessary for the runtime. Installed 8 out of 10, so basically everything else than the CNC export. Hit enter for continue exit. Okay, so it says succeeded. That's a good sign, right? Do I need to restart? Windows can't open this. Oh, okay. No idea what it wants. I'll just reboot the PLC just in case. I always reboot the PLC when I install an XAR. Okay, I'm logged in again. Just connected to the remote desktop. Will we possibly see a 4026 XAR on the system now? I hope so. We have a blue light on the PLC, which is a good sign. Then there is some form of TwinCAT things happening on the TwinCAT Beckhoff PLC. So, okay, that looks good. Stop it. Is it possible? Oh, okay, amazing. Let's try if it works. Let's fire up the development environment. XA shell, we can even run the same example I used in the last video. So, project solution, yeah, I guess it's this one. Let's fire that up. Let's see whether we have an AMS route to the PLC. And let's add it again. We're connected to the PLC. And let's do an activate configuration on this guy. Yes, I wanna generate test licenses, run. This goes into run mode, and we're running. Amazing. It worked. Okay, so you can follow these instructions. You can follow these instructions. They're not just for the XE, they are for the XAR. You just have to be a little bit careful with what you're doing. Basically, watch this video and you're on the safe side. Just don't do the stupid mistakes I did. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. Regarding my experience, it was quite good. I just don't understand why Beckhoff are hiding this instructions. I mean, the whole thing with 4026 is a little, you know, I would say there's a lot of documentation missing. It's quite obvious that they were, you know, rushed into releasing it for Hanover. I mean, I think we can all agree on this. They were a little bit rushed. There were some things they had to cut corners on. This is one of the things. Why not just put it out on the website? I understand that it doesn't have the quality you'd maybe expect. Maybe everything is not 100% clear here. What's for the XAE? What's for the XAR? You know, it's not there like do these 10 points on the target, do these 10 points on the XAE to get them, you know, the stuff you need to upgrade. It's not that kind of instructions. This is much more quickly assembled together. Maybe they haven't tested all the variations of PLCs. Maybe they haven't tested all the variations of 4024 to 4026. I can understand that, but then again, maybe 4026 wasn't ready, you know, for release. This is another discussion. Yeah, but that's it for this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you really like what I'm doing, please subscribe this channel. And if you really like what I'm doing, then please consider becoming a Patreon. You have a link in the video description below. Until next time, happy coding.